Ooh. All right. Sorry, I had to reach for something that was just a smidgen too far away. Okay, so what I wanted to do, which was my master plan for the night, is I'm going to rebuild an expansion team in Vegas. But let me make sure that everything is set up for the stream. How long will it take me to bring a championship to a new NBA team in Las Vegas? Is the description, and then let me just gaming title is NBA 2K21. Okay. Alright, we're good to go. So, there's 32 teams in the NBA now, and I will just show you. This is our team. Andrew Wiggins, Patty Mills, Terrence Ross, Moritz Wagner, Jared Vanderbilt, PJ Dozier, Aaron Baines, Frankie Smokes, Wesley Matthews, Georges Niang, KZ Okpallet, Vernon Carey Jr., Cassius Stanley, and Broderick Thomas. That is that. I will show you the other team in a second. Million Mac is not going to be our head coach. I'm probably just going to... I mean, I guess I could have kept him for a year, but I'm going to hire Lucas Lucas for a year. Just so there's no issues. I would like slightly better of a trainer, and we definitely are going to hire a top scout because that is going to be the key to this rebuild. The rest is kind of irrelevant for right now. The other team that expanded into the league is the Virginia Beach Vikings. I just wanted to do something different than the Supersonics. Their team is obviously much, much better, as is typical with a NBA 2K expansion draft, because a lot of times they'll just take best player available. They have some really good pieces. They have Cam Johnson, Kevin Huerter, Spencer Dinwiddie, Thomas Bryant. They drafted Melo. They have a lot of really good pieces over there. Now, for us, some guys are just not going to basically play on this team at all. One of the guys that is just not going to be here is Patty Mills. There's really no need for Patty Mills to be on this team. I'd like to trade him for a pick, a young asset, a controllable piece. These are crazy, crazy high offers for Patty Mills. There's no need for this. I don't think they would trade Jakob Poeltl for Pat Mills, but I do want the pick. I'm willing to take a worse player, like a Drew Eubanks, but I guess that doesn't work salary-wise, huh? Yeah, Patty Mills kind of has a fat contract, and it worked well. So we basically traded Patty Mills back to San Antonio for Trey Lyles. There's probably a free agent or two out here that I would like to sign. Like Jeff Teague's a good guy to have on the roster. He's also the best guy available. Just to kind of fill Patty Mills' minutes in the meantime while Frank Ntilikina hopefully progresses. But we could also trade Jeff Teague at the deadline. I really want to move Wesley Matthews. It's got to be probably Chris Dunn's actually a super good trade option. Royce O'Neal's cool too. I really would like something controllable. I don't want to give up any picks. I don't want to give up picks. It's going to be for Tyler Cook from Detroit. Okay, other guys that are not going to play on this team. So let's try to package Aaron Baines and Niang. Just two guys that are not going to stick around. We're looking for picks or anything controllable. Again, that's really the goal here. It's a lot of expirings. We're going to trade them to Sacramento for Buddy Hield and a second-round pick. That's a really good haul right there. Buddy Hield will play good minutes for us. Kinda is going to block Cassius Stanley's development potentially. So I am going to move Cassius over to a small forward. I will go in and make his secondary position a shooting guard. Anybody else that really, really needs to be moved? It's like guys that I just know I'm not going to re-sign. Does Wagner have any kind of contract option at all? He has a team option, which is cool. I have no problem accepting that. Terrence Ross and Buddy Hield is kind of redundant. Andrew Wiggins really needs to do some player development, some player rehab here. Terrence Ross probably should be moved, the more that I think about it. But what do we trade Terrence Ross for? Is the issue here. I guess Cody Martin is a good deal for us. So is Tyus Jones in the second-round pick. That's what I'm going to accept from Memphis. And I'm going to try one more trade, which is, where is it? Flipping Trey Lyles and, a couple of the second-round picks that we got, because we got a bunch of them. And trying to get maybe a first, or like, this is great. I'll take that extra first from Philadelphia if it comes down to it. That's kind of exactly how I envisioned it. And I don't know if we're going to get a better offer than that. I don't know if one exists. It doesn't. So Mike Scott, who's just going to be cut from the roster, I'd rather just probably have somebody else around here that potentially can make more of an impact, or well, we'll see how that goes. But I don't want any of these fake people. Moutier for 2 years is something that interests me. Just controlling Moutier, potentially flipping him. And I didn't realize that Kabengele was just cut. Signing him for 2 years also is not going to hurt us. The team sucks, obviously, but we don't really want to be good this year. I just really would like to focus on some developments. Those are actually the two guys I really just don't want to play in general. I don't really need Jeff Teague getting all these minutes. I'd much rather give them to like KZ Okpala, who maybe can turn into something. And we'll definitely keep referring back to this as the year goes on. I really would like Vernon Carey actually to probably just get Teague's minutes, because why not? I'm hoping that we're just terrible. So I'm going to have the CPU just handle the scouting. We beat the Thunder. Cristiano Felicio and a first-round pick for Wagner and a second-round pick. I'm probably going to decline. Cristiano Felicio really just does not appeal to me. This also just doesn't really make sense for the Hornets to do, so I'm going to decline it. This I guess makes sense for the Cavs, but we're not going to bring back Drummond. So I'd rather just have a controllable Andrew Wiggins at this point. So let's take a look at how we did in some of these wins. So Buddy Hield is averaging 24.5 points. Holy crap. On this team, basically probably just taking so many shots. PJ Dozier's averaging 10. Andrew Wiggins is averaging 22. I believe that's a career high for Wiggins. Nope, he averaged 23.5 roughly in 2016-17 season. Jared Vanderbilt is doing okay. Moutier okay. Wagner actually is a little bit better than expected. Same with Tyus Jones. Vernon Carey's done pretty well in his minutes, looks like. So has Okpala. And then Cassius Stanley and Kabengele really have just not played. We can continue to sim forward here. We beat the Clippers, which is strange. What else we got going on here? All right, again, we can probably sim forward a little bit. We beat the Jazz, the Thunder, Chris Dunn, and a first-round pick for Ntilikina and Okpala. I'm going to accept this, I believe. Is there any way I can hang on to Okpala? Can I give him, like, can I give them Kabengele? No, I can't. Tyler Cook. They want Wagner. I'm willing to part with that extra pick. I don't really want to give up Wagner, but I need something that kind of makes this trade worth their while. Is Tyus Jones that guy? No, he makes too much money. Moutier, no. Okpala, Cassius. I don't want to give up Okpala, really. Alright, I think we're just not going to... I mean, this was the original trade. I think we're just probably not going to deal with that trade offer then. I want to hold on to Okpala. He's like one of the only pieces I would like to hold on to. I would like to see the standings, see how that Virginia Beach team is doing. They're 8-13, so they're not in the playoffs either. Yeah, they don't have a ton going on over there either, which is cool. In terms of our contract extensions, I can't imagine anybody is willingly going to stay here. And Wagner probably is going to get moved. I just have to find the right move for him. So Buddy Hield's out 2 to 4 weeks. So he will be moving to this position. It's not going to be Thomas that gets all of those minutes, but he is going to benefit some. Moutier probably is just going to start at the 2 for us temporarily. And then I got 17 minutes to kind of disperse out on the bench. So Vernon Carey looks like he's done very well with his minutes. And I probably will let Broderick Thomas play just a smidge, just to get some shooting guard minutes on the floor. We just beat the Warriors twice in a row. That trade does nothing for me. We'll continue to simulate forward here. Steph Curry and Wagner, the Pistons. Ntilikina is gonna miss at least a game. I probably should have. This is probably one I probably could have just had the CPU do. But what we will do is have a Wig start at the 2, and probably Dozier start right there at that 3 spot. He's going to move to the rest. And Jeff Teague is probably going to absorb a bunch of minutes temporarily. He's going to get a little bit of a run here. This is a rather large lineup. PJ Dozier probably doesn't need to play 30. We'll probably let A. Wiggins play 2. Broderick Thomas is probably just going to fall out of favor really quickly, and I want to see what Kabengele can give us. Drummond for A. Wiggins again is really just a trade that doesn't make anybody better. Frank Ntilikina has healed. I'm going to leave the rotation as is temporarily, and then I'm going to probably fix it up a little bit the way I like it. So everything looks good here, but this trade doesn't make me any better. I guess Patrick Beverley's on the Hawks now. He was briefly on the Virginia Beach team. And let's go to the coaching game plan. I'll have them adjust it. But yeah, Okpala needs to still get minutes. So let's relax this a little bit. I still would rather have it like this. Vernon Carey, play about 20 a night. Moutier, I'm cool with him playing about 16. Okpala is probably going to get about 16 himself. And then we'll give Cassius just a little bit of tread. Kabengele did okay in these minutes. Played 9 games so far. Cassius has played like what, probably a game? Yeah. And Tyler Cook hasn't played for us at all. Broderick Thomas has played about 7 games for us. Moutier's played a ton. To be honest with you, I don't know what to do with Tyler Cook. He doesn't really move the needle for me. I'm not sure he's on this team long term. I may just look to trade him, or just see if there's anything out there that, like, this is fine. Yeah, I'm just going to take this second round pick from the Knicks and be over with it. I can go sign somebody in free agency, like Jalen LeCue, who I can't believe is out here. And he's going to come in and pretty much immediately play minutes for us. I'm a huge believer in Jalen LeCue. So Cassius is probably moving to the bench, and we're going to let LeCue get a bunch of minutes here, at least temporarily, like 9 minutes I'm cool with. Let's see what you can get out of a guy like that. Potentially really, really high upside. Buddy Hield's injury has fully healed. I really don't mind him being out because it makes us much worse as a team, and I'm trying to lose. So yeah, that's that. Tyus Jones is out. All right, so now we'll fix this rotation up. Because Tyus Jones is out. LeCue has been terrible, it looks like. And once again, just not a lot of minutes are going to Okpala. And it probably should not be that way. I'm fine with giving him like 13 a night. He's played a lot for us, right? He's played about 40 games. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see what Cassius can give us, and we can always go back to Okpala. I guess I'm falling in love with KZ Okpala for really no reason. We just beat the Celtics, so let's see who's doing well in these games. So Wiggins is averaging 21. Hield's averaging 24. The Rockets, the contract extension deadline is today. I don't think anybody wants to sign on long term with us. Wagner obviously has the option, so he's sticking around. But I think it's probably time to, well, we'll simulate a little while longer. I don't want to give up the pick. If that was just a straight up swap, that's weird because they got swapped for each other in real life the other day. Leave that rotation as is. Nwaba, no, I like Nwaba, but again, no thank you. Okay. So Buddy Hield and Jeff Teague, I'm going to try to trade. It's going to be hard to get just a pick because of Hield's contract. Alright, let's see if we can do something like this. So I want an extra pick this year. So if I could get the Wizards pick, right? Send Buddy Hield to Washington and send Dillon Brooks here. Actually, he needs to go to Memphis. Jeff Teague will go to Washington. Who are the Wizards inheriting? So just Jeff Teague takes him over the cap. So they're actually a terrible team to partner with because they have no wiggle room. So the Celtics are also over the cap. Sacramento is not. If we could obtain this and send these guys to Sacramento, send Dillon Brooks here, send this first round pick to Memphis. Actually, you can send Jeff Teague to Memphis too, for all I care. The Kings are inheriting too much with that Hield salary. They also have DeAndre Jordan now. They have some wild contracts. We'll even take Baines back. This is going to be very hard to maneuver. So they're going to get... There's no way this is going to go through. This pick is so valuable that Sacramento has to offer. I'll take the pick swap from Houston. Send Cassius to OKC. Send Jeff Teague. Nope. Alright, so I gotta deal with this framework, really. So, it's a guy like... All their cheap guys are decent. Austin Rivers coming to the Outlaws. Alright. You're asking me to give away a valuable asset, Dillon Brooks. Well, this was the trade that you assembled. So what if we just take Dillon Brooks out of it? And we can inherit an extra player here. Actually, we can just hold on to Jeff Teague, I guess. Alright, what if he goes there? Alright, what if he goes there? He also goes there. And he goes there. Nope, that won't work. The Thunder are inheriting too much money. So Rivers has to come out, and it has to be like Hernan Gomez coming here, and they still... That Hield contract is crazy. I don't understand how they have these people. Alright. Can I just deal with OKC for a second? We will take on Bogdanovic's contract, which also really is not that good. And take out Cassius. There's no point in us giving up this pick, now that I think about it. I would rather give up this Sixers pick. Okay. That's going to give us an extra pick this year, I believe, right? I believe that's what we just were able to pull off. I know there's a way to check this. I know there's a way to check this. We can even do the mock drafts, to be honest with you. Okay. So, right now we have the top pick. We're expected to take Cade Cunningham, but we also should have just picked up another pick. I think it's this pick. I think this is the pick that we just traded for. Let me simulate through this, and I'm gonna have the CPU adjust that roster for now. I don't want to deal with it yet. Rodney Hood for Tyus Jones, no thank you. It doesn't do anything for me. Now let me check this out, because first of all, we're not going to take BJ Boston, I promise you that. But we should have this pick. Yes, we do now. Okay, so now it went through. So right now we'd be picking out 1 and 27, and I think we could probably get even higher than that. So this is going to require probably us to trade Wagner now, if this is going to go how I want it to go. So we would have to trade Wagner and this first round pick, which has Wagner is making what right now? 3 million bucks, making $2.16 million. So we really just want a first round pick out of this. From the Cavaliers is fine, and we'll take a player that's just making dirt, like Dean Wade. Okay, and I'm willing to throw in probably this Pistons second round pick. Okay, cool. So now if we simulate another day, right? Let's go up here. This really doesn't do anything for me either, even though I think Justin Holiday's controllable. No desire with LaMarcus Aldridge. So now if we take a look at the mock drafts, we have the first pick, and we have the... Well, we just actually... Didn't we just obtain this Cavaliers pick? So we're able to move up a couple spots, I believe. Let me take a look at this. First pick, and I think we have this pick. I think. Yeah, we have the 2021 Cavaliers first round pick and the 2021 our own pick. And I honestly think we could probably even get another pick. Because if I trade Andrew Wiggins and a top 10 2022 protected first round pick, there's some value here. Like, this is a great trade for us, and I'm going to pull the trigger on it because I anticipate us being better in 2022, and I'll do everything to make sure that we are. And now we have Kelly Oubre on the team, who really is a small forward, and we're going to get more out of him if I just make him a small forward, like you should be. And so now it's Frankie Smokes, Bogdan, Kelly Vanderbilt, and Vernon Carey, Tyus Jones, PJ Dozier, Jeff Teague needs to be traded. I keep forgetting about this. Let's give KZ Okpala just most of these minutes. There's going to be people just trolling me in the comments for just loving KZ Okpala. The last thing that we're going to do in terms of trades is just trade Jeff Teague for anything, really. Where is he? Nope, sorry. Where the fuck? Where is Jeff Teague? Here he is. He's a 32, 74-year-old point guard on a deal that really does not even matter. We're going to take Jake Layman. Yeah, we're going to take Jake Layman from the Timberwolves. Whatever. It doesn't matter. He'll play sparingly. All he does is take away Okpala minutes. I don't care really at this point because I'm starting to have visions of next season. So Jake Layman can play. I have no problem with Jake Layman playing like 10 minutes a night, but as long as I want Cassius to play a little bit. Just see what we got. That is probably the last trade that we're going to make. Vernon Carey, I'm just going to have him play through that injury for now because I want him to progress. No, because we're good. We've made most of the moves that we're looking to make at this juncture. And I'm cool if we just simulate the rest of the regular season now. I don't think there's a way that we're going to get leapfrogged by Sacramento for that top pick. I mean, we stink. So, Tyus Jones has broke his right hand. So he is out for probably the season at this point. And we obviously get rid of Jeff Teague, so give LeCue some minutes, and let's give Okpala about 13 a night. Jake Layman, I guess, probably should be playing more than Cassius at this juncture. We'll let Jake Layman run a little bit. 1749 is dreadful, and obviously we're going to look for a different coach this offseason. I'm going to be strategic with the signings. Hopefully we're going to get Cade Cunningham to be the point guard of the future. Let's just have the CPU reset these for a second. I don't particularly care about much in the meantime. LeCue, they said LeCue stinks, basically. And let me take a look at these now. We are picking out 1 and 7 right now. So that was kind of the leapfrog that I was hoping that we would be able to make. We really just have positions of need everywhere. And yes, LeBron James was the MVP. Rookie of the Year was LaMelo Ball. Sixth Man of the Year was Isaiah Stewart. I don't usually like to intervene with these things, but Isaiah Stewart is probably not a perennial Sixth Man of the Year candidate. I'd much rather go find somebody out there who probably should get it a little bit more than him. Such as Precious or DeMarcus or somebody like that. Just really anybody. I'm cool with giving it to. Nurk did not start on that team, so we'll give it to Jusuf Nurkic. I'm not sure who started on that team, but he only started 42 games, I guess. So I don't know. It doesn't really add up, but whatever. I don't particularly care that much. Virginia Beach snuck in as the 8th seed in the East. And we originally had Miami's pick, and they're a 5 seed. We also originally had Cleveland's pick, who's a 6th seed. And like I said, I'm going to do everything to make sure that we're in a position that next year's first-round pick, being with Golden State, doesn't hurt us. Brooklyn Nets win the championship. Good for them. And now this is where things really get started for us. Carmelo Anthony is in the Hall of Fame. His number is retired by the Nuggets. There's nothing crazy going on here. The draft lottery, this is huge for us. We have the first pick and the 4th pick as odds. Toronto has 16. All right, we could skip this, to be honest with you. We lost out on the first pick. We fell to 5 and 7, which is awful in typical 2K fashion. We are going to hire a head coach that was just not who we had last year. I don't know who it's going to be yet, but I'd like somebody with some potential, somebody that can grow with us. Kenny Atkinson is a good coach. Jason Kidd, let's hire Jason Kidd to be the head coach around here. Oops, sorry. And Jaden Brown wants to be an assistant coach. Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. How about you move over to the front office? Well, I'll pay you a pretty penny to do it. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Just come be my assistant GM for now. You can always go back to coaching later. Just come help the boys out in the meantime. Okay. Jaden Brown's mauling. He's not going to accept it. Oh, he did. Okay, cool. All right. That freaking sucks that we fell all the way down to 5 like that. So we'll just, I don't know what we're going to do here. Cade Cunningham goes to OKC. This kind of puts a wrench in my plans. We're still going to get a good player, but we're not getting as good as what we could have gotten. I probably should have traded up, but it's going to be okay because Jalen Green fell. I did kind of notice this happening. So we're going to get Jalen Green, and then as long as the Wizards don't, what are they doing here? They're trading the sick. They're getting Christian Wood. The Rockets are going to take Evan Mobley. Son of a bitch. That was who I really wanted at 7 here. So what I'm probably going to look to do is trade Bogdan and this pick. We also still have the Cavs pick. I forgot about that. This should yield something I like that package with Robert Covington because it would allow me to still make a pick, and we actually really still do need to make picks. But what we're going to do is accept this trade for Clint Capella. He's so valuable to the Hawks in real life, but in this game they're willing to part ways with him, and we will graciously accept. So I want to sim to my user pick because I'm not going to make a trade. We're probably in a position to just take best player available. Unless we just want to get a guy like Shannon, which pretty much is about as good as you're going to get there. And I don't want to say no to this because I'm afraid that it's going to... Okay, we're going to trade the pick to Phoenix for Jalen Suggs because he fills a need for us, and I think that he'll probably progress pretty well. We also have a top second-round pick, which we can use to just go best player available or fit. I don't know. Oh, who is the best available prospect left? Jalen Johnson? All right, we're going to take Jalen Johnson from Duke here at 33 or 34, rather. Oh, we took him. Yeah. All right. That's it. We're out of picks now. Cade Cunningham is at 82 overall, but we settle in quotations for Jalen Green at an 81 overall shooting guard. All these guys are going to get signed. I think we did about as good of a job in that draft as we could have done, and I'm ready to go now. We are going to not extend the qualifying offer to Frank Ntilikina. To be quite honest with you, nice guy. I'm rooting for him in real life, but I'm ready to move on to my next plan here. And I have a couple of things in mind. So one of them would be, I knew in the draft that we really needed to get a point guard, right? So we have Tyus Jones, Moutier, Suggs, and LeCue on roster. I'm going to tell you right now that regardless of what we do at point guard, Tyus Jones is getting traded. We don't have a first-round pick this year as an expansion team, which is risky unless it is top 10, I believe. So we have to make a decision on the fly. If we just suck, we just gotta bottom out and suck because we could be in trouble otherwise. Unless we accept that Bulls trade. I'm not sure why you would give us a first round pick for we actually could just get the Virginia Beach Vikings first round pick regardless of where it is, which I'm cool with. It guarantees us a first round pick. All right. We need a point guard, right? You got to think who is going to want to come to a team like this. You're going to probably have to overpay for some people. One of the guys that I wanted to do was Schroeder on this deal right here, essentially, which is 2 years, because he can hoop, no question about that. Okay, he fills a need. And I also want to trade Jake Layman too. I really just forgot that dude was on the team. Where is he? So Jake Layman and like a 2025 second round pick. It's going to get us something. I don't know what that something is, but it's going to give me something. It's going to give me this first round pick from the Knicks. So now we have 2 first round picks next year. So we don't have to worry about bottoming out if shit hits the fan. It also is going to basically give me the opportunity to do a couple of other smaller moves. One guy that I want to bring in to play center for us. Where is he? Where is he? Here he is. Marquise Chris, 2 years is a good deal. We're also going to get some power forward depth. This is where I think I want to spend a smidge on like yes, on a Blake, on a 3-year deal with Blake, and then I'm going to overpay probably for a backup shooting guard, but I'm going to throw. Okay. No, we're not matching any of these deals. We're renouncing the rights to Broderick Thomas. We are also renouncing the rights to Kelly Oubre and Jared Vanderbilt. We're not renouncing the rights to. I'm gonna probably throw a sizable offer sheet at Gary Trent Jr. It's going to be an overpay. I'm hoping that the Raptors don't match it. And I don't think they did. They did not. So, awesome. So Gary Trent Jr. is here now. Okay? That's pretty much all the moves that we're making this offseason, unless there's anybody I'm looking to trade. Oh, yeah. Because Vanderbilt is probably coming back. So we can trade Kabengele. I'm going to hold on to Okpala, but we can trade Kabengele just somewhere for like a pick. I'll probably actually just do this one myself. I don't even want to bother finding it. Where is Mr. Kabengele? For a pick from, I don't know, Phoenix. It's got to be somebody who usually loses a lot of free agents, like the Heat or the Lakers. Can I get a pick from the Lakers? The Lakers even have a pick to give me. Not a first-round pick, obviously, but they definitely give me the second-round pick for Kabengele. Perfect. That's really all I can... It's about all I can ask for, truthfully. Yeah, we kind of made all of our noise in that first day of free agency. I'm hoping we get Vanderbilt back. That's perfect. Okay. Capella's up to 87. This is a very good year 2 team. I'm ready to go to the training camp aspect of this thing, and then we're hopefully going to take a sizable leap from there. I don't care about my summer league team. Okay, so now we're just gonna go get a 2022 draft class. This is plenty. Yeah, this is good. All right, training camps now. Yeah, we don't need to do any of that. All right, training camps. We have 2 training camps. Kind of just need Schroeder. Should just be better. I'm also going to send Suggs to weight camp and try to give him some strength. Also, Jalen Suggs wearing 18 is disgusting. So I want to change that. That's gross. It also doesn't even look like Jalen Suggs. Too much. All right, jersey number. Can I get him like a low number, like a 1? Yeah, let Jalen Suggs wear number 1. All right, cool. We have Suggs, LeQ, Jalen Green. We have a lot of fucking Jalen's. Jalen Suggs, Jalen LeQ, Jalen Green, Jalen Johnson. Yeah, we monopolizing the Jalen's. Okay. We're good to go now. So, let's get this rotation how I like it. I'm probably would just rather give Moutier's minutes to Suggs and then let Okpala play about 4 a night. LeQ and Jalen Johnson, actually, truthfully, Dean Weed should just be resting. Jalen Green as the 6th man. I actually really would just prefer to do this. And let's see how we do up until Christmas. Blake Griffin already is hurt. Alright, whatever. We lost to the Spurs. We beat the Suns. Decline this. I don't want to move on, Capella. We beat the Timberwolves. We lost to the Nets. We beat the Spurs. We're holding on to PJ Dozier. We lost to Pelicans. We beat the Lakers. And Jalen Green broke his thigh. I didn't know that injury was physically possible, but that sucks a lot. That sucks big time. Moutier does not need to play this many minutes. Jalen Suggs is probably going to have to do those. Let's tone it down a little bit with these guys and give like more minutes a night to Jalen Suggs so he can, I don't know, become like a NBA basketball player would be ideal. So that's actually going to really temper the expectations of this season. I do want to make it pretty well known, though, that we're looking to shop Moutier, we're looking to shop Dean Wade, and we're looking to shop Cassius. Somebody may find them valuable. I like Aaron Gordon, I do, but I'm just gonna say no for now. Alright, Jalen Green is actually huge to this team's success because we have kind of bottomed out without him. And I'm frightened to look at a mock draft in which the Warriors have the 12th pick from us, which is whatever. But if we beat the Warriors, which we split, I can live with that. That's okay. A 2022. Yes, we're going to accept this trade. DJ Augustine. Yes, okay. We're going to accept this trade. It gives us an extra first-round pick down the line. I don't know if it'll ever turn into anything, but Emmanuel Mudiay wasn't playing anyway. Let's adjust this rotation manually. This team's fucking exhausted. Yes, KZ Okpala minutes. Those make me happy. We're probably going to start to see some injuries trickle in here. Jared Vanderbilt does not need to play that many minutes a night. Let's let Blake play about 30. Let's let Schroeder play about 30. Schroeder's been good, numbers-wise, it looks like. We lose to the Jazz. We lose to the Pelicans. This is a tremendous trade, but I want to hold on to Capella for now. We are 15th in the East. In the West. We suck. We're not good. I'm worried about giving away our pick now. Yes, I'm very worried about giving away the pick. I think I will feel better when Green gets healthy, but he's not healthy right now. So, I can't be all too optimistic about that, I suppose. We're 7-16. Let's keep simulating for now. We did just beat the Cavs. We lost to the Pacers. Jalen Green is back. I'm going to give him like another day or two. Perfect. Okay, we got a couple of wins out of this. Let's have that coach rebuild that rotation. I'm fine with Gary Trent coming off the bench. Suggs and Okpala really are the only ones that need some minutes. I will tick a little bit off of them because I want to just let Jalen Johnson get in there a little bit because it'll help just boost his ratings at the end of the season just a smidge. We have a winning streak. Wagner for PJ Dozier in a second-round pick now. Casey Okpala, right knee tendonitis. That's a big hit to the Casey Okpala hype train. It's going to let Jalen Johnson get more minutes, and my guy Dean Wade going to sneak in there with a couple of minutes a night at the... Oops, that's Cassius. With a couple of minutes a night at the 4 spot. Whatever. We're ascending back through the West with a healthy Jalen Green. We lose to the Mavs, beat the Pacers, we beat the Mavs. Can we beat the Heat? We lose to the Heat. We lose by 2. Jalen Green appears to be... Blake Griffin's hooping this year. This is what I like to see. Rebounds are bad, but they haven't been good in quite some time. Mr. Jalen Green's averaging 16. Suggs is averaging 5. Suggs is not doing a whole lot, but he's also probably not getting as big of an opportunity as I like. I want... The Schroeder thing was big for me, though. I wanted another stable point guard on the roster that wasn't Jalen LeCue or Jeff Teague or Frank Ntilikina or anybody of the sorts. Speaking of which, though, there probably is a very good free agent out there that can take DJ Augustine's roster spot. I don't know who it is. There's got to be somebody. Hamidou Diallo is that guy. Give me 3 years. Give me 2 years. Okay, give me 1 year. Okay, we can't even get Hamidou Diallo because we've done a lot of cap tinkering and such. Can we get Dennis Smith? One of these guys is going to come here. One of you is going to come here. It's Bryn Forbes. Bryn Forbes is going to come here. Okay. That makes us a little bit better. It does. It makes us a smidge better. I don't want these guys to get burnt out. That's what I'm really fearful of. Let Bryn Forbes play like 8 minutes a night. Fuck it. He's going to see the floor for a little bit. He's going to take some time away from other people. I don't care. We lose by 1 to the Cavs. That can't happen. We lose by 10 to the Lakers. We're falling back to earth here. I don't like this. We need to be better. Jalen Suggs is hurt. We then beat the... Okay, so we beat the Celtics and the Clippers and then lose to the... Then we lose to the Hornets, which is cool. Ricky Rubio and a first-round pick from the Pistons. For now, I want to keep Gary Trent. We just threw a bag at Gary Trent. He's getting paid way too much to be on this basketball team. Not ready to move on from him yet. Contract extension deadline. Yes, we will stop. I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody. I don't know if there's anybody. I just totally lost my train of thought. I totally lost my train of thought. I don't know what it was. We overpaid Gary Trent. I know I was talking about that. Blake Griffin's got shin splints, whatever. Hope you feel better. Casey Okpala's back, whatever. Dean Wade, whatever. Paul George, excuse me, and Wendell Moore for I mean, yes, but the Clippers aren't making that trade realistically. I'm trying to do this as realistic as possible. I know the simulation. All right, we're gonna bottom out for a couple games here because Dean Wade and Blake Griffin are taking some time to themselves. Jalen Johnson deserves minutes, clearly. How do I get him minutes? Okay, here's what we're going to do. He's going to temporarily start at the 3. PJ Dozier, actually, Gary Trent. Marquise Chris does not need to play this many minutes a night. Gary Trent can play about that. Let Capella play about 32. PJ Dozier. Bryn Forbes doesn't even need to play that many minutes a night. Let Bryn Forbes play about 10 minutes. Let PJ Dozier play about 17. See how we do now. I want Jalen Johnson to get a smidgen of exposure, especially if he's going to average like 8 points a game in that in the time frame or in the amount of minutes that it took him to average that many points a game. We are approaching 500 here. We have the 7th seed in the East. I don't want to tinker with the lineup right now because it's clearly working. Fred VanVleet and a first-round pick from the Raptors for Capella is a very, very appetizing offer. We are 25 and 26 right now, so things are working. Reset the lineups, get them back to how I like them. Jalen Johnson just been demoted to the not even on the court. That doesn't sit well with me. Bryn Forbes is shooting 45% from 3, so yes, Bryn Forbes, you absolutely will continue to see the floor, at least in a capacity like that. Jared Vanderbilt is good. He doesn't need to start over Blake Griffin. He doesn't need to, I promise you. I want to see if we have anybody on this team. We definitely don't have a starter. No. Anybody get snubbed? Anybody get snubbed? None of the... I mean, Bam. Put Bam in over Porzingis, I guess. How about a guard? Yeah, let's let De'Aaron Fox make an all-star game and Shea. Just, why not? Why not? Why not? Let people get their roses. Jalen Suggs is hurt. LaMarcus Aldridge and a top 10 protected pick for Gary Trent Jr. Now, we signed Gary Trent Jr. to that contract for a reason. And trades are going to happen here because we don't need Cassius Stanley. We have a couple extra second-round picks. Cassius Stanley and a second-round pick to probably get us a potentially like late rotation player or something. Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to trade Cassius Stanley to the Rockets for Doug McDermott and a later second-round pick. Doug McDermott does make us ever so slightly better. He's probably going to make sure that Jalen Johnson doesn't crack the rotation, but for now, it's okay. He's shooting 47% from 3. Like, give my man some minutes. Marquise Chris has been hooping, though. I did not... Okay, well, again, Jared Vanderbilt does not need 30 minutes a night. Let Marquise Chris play about 17. Let Blake play about 18. Let's give 5 to Bryn Forbes. Let's roll. Let's try to make the playoffs. We are 500. let's sim to the All-Star break. Lost to the Vikings. We are currently no Lakers or Clippers in the playoff picture at all, which is wild. They must have injuries or something going on. Yeah, all right, we're good now. We can just simulate to the regular season. Whatever happens, happens. Jared Vanderbilt has left knee tendonitis. Respectfully, thank God I do not have to adjust Jared Vanderbilt's minutes one more time. Bryn Forbes has come back down to earth. Jalen Suggs needs to play. PJ Dozier needs to find himself again. Let's ride. Let's continue to ride here. Okay, we suck right now, which is not great. I'm not sure if we were destined for the playoffs regardless, but would have definitely been nice. We're still 7th. We just had a really odd winning streak right there. As soon as people start to get healthy, I will feel a smidge better. Just a smidge. We're up to the 6th seed. Let's take a look at this roster. Suggs is now the starting point guard. He's taken over for Schroeder. A couple of people have fallen out of the rotation. We're going to get Jalen Johnson back in it, though. I'm just going to give him Marquise Chris's minutes for now because... I don't know, because I want to. And this is my thing, so I'm going to do it. Okay, we're going to go give Marquise Chris's minutes back. All right, that didn't work. I give Marquise Chris's minutes back. We go on a 3-game win streak. Okay, we're gonna leave Vanderbilt out for now. Actually, let's fix it all up. We got one big playoff push here. See what happens. We pretty much have to win out. Beat the Warriors. We beat the Spurs. We lose to the Thunder. Marquise Chris is going down. And against the Trailblazers, we win, but I don't think it was good enough to make the playoffs. I think we're just outside of 40 and 42. I think we're just on the outskirts, but obviously that improvement is necessary to kind of propel us to where we want to be. So yeah, 40 and 42 was just not good enough. The Thunder won 41-41, so they were able to get that. That actually, losing to the Thunder is the reason that we did not make the playoffs, but that's okay. We could just simulate the playoffs for now. The Nuggets win the NBA championship. Still pushing forward here. Couple people retire. Hall of Fame inductees, Dwight Howard. Go to the draft lottery. We are probably not going to have our pick. I believe it's going to go to Golden State. It's okay. We have the Virginia Beach pick. Wow, and Virginia Beach stunk. If we could... Where did we fall? We fell to 6. So we're picking at 6. The Warriors have our pick at 14, so that actually worked out well for us. We also have the 27th pick from the Knicks. So, again, 2 first-round picks. Kind of big. I'm going to fire our assistant coach, and I want to get us just a better one. And let's get a good CFO. We actually don't really have a lot of money to sign anybody, but we got a very good CFO on the cheap, I suppose. I guess not very good. I shouldn't freak out, but okay. So, Amani Bates is going to go to the Miami Heat. No, Chet Holmgren. Oh my God, they passed on the generational talent that is Amani Bates. So the Pacers get him. The Thunder pair up Cunningham with Wembayama. People are calling him this freak. I've seen him on Twitter just going stupid. Damian Collins is the pick there. Jaden Hardy goes to San Antonio, and we are on the clock now here. There's not really anything here that I love. These are all good like Jonathan Kuminga is great to have, right? But I don't want to also give up my pick next year as well. What I think I'm going to do is reach up the board for, well, technically he's better, huh? So technically I could trade back if I want to target him. Who was playing the 2 for us? Oh, it was Green. Then there's Capella. But we could actually, we're going to draft Gene Montero from the Dominican Republic. And he's probably going to be our Clint Capella replacement at one point. We are probably, is there anybody we want to trade on draft night? Oh, I fucked up, didn't I? I thought Montero was a center. So we're going to trade Gene Montero. Son of a biscuit. Hopefully this works out. I really kind of messed that one up. Yeah, I kind of really screwed that one up. Screwed the pooch on this one. Actually, I like bringing in Ibaka. It's a weird trade because it wasn't what I really ever intended to do, but it kind of happened that way because I made a mistake and I'm trying to fix it. And I'm just not going to. We are going to take a player here. We're going to take Mark Williams from Duke. Who could actually be the Clint Capella replacement? Potentially. Do we have any more picks? We probably have a second rounder, right? Yep. Again here, Sharif Cooper. We'll take him. That's a decent pick. It could turn into something for us. Could not. I don't really care. We're out of picks. We're gonna walk out of here with Sharif Cooper and Mark Williams. Money base is at 86. Yeah, we're gonna sign both of these guys, I think. Team player options. We're gonna decline Dean Wade. We're gonna accept Jalen Johnson, and we are going to not extend the qualifying offer to LeQ. We are not going to extend it to Casey Okpala. We are going to extend it to Jared Vanderbilt because I want the roster spot to try and coerce Mr. John Collins to come play here, but we don't have the cap space that I thought we did. So how can we free up cap space? How do we free up cap space? It's probably the movement of Schroeder and the 2023 Hawks first round pick. That saves us a little bit of money. This is a good move for us, I think. We're going to bring in Jae'Sean Tate. It saves us $9 million. Which means that we actually can renounce the rights to Jared Vanderbilt. We're going to renounce those rights to those exception. We're not going to match. We are going to match at Okpala. Do we have the money to coerce him here? We do not. I still need to free cap up. Alright, we actually probably are going to flip Ibaka because I made a mistake there. So, I did not realize that Ibaka was 33. So Ibaka and this our pick, top 10 protected, in exchange for a pick from somebody. We're going to get an unprotected first from Portland. I really don't like the deal at all, but it's going to give us the opportunity to make a free agent splash, potentially. they're looking for about the same. They're all looking for about. He is a UFA though. I want John Collins. Oh, geez, we fucked that one up bad. Okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do here. I do not know what to do here. What we're gonna have to do realistically now is fill out the roster. This team's not as good as last year's team, I can tell you that much. Okay, what we're gonna have to do is find a way to fill out this roster a little bit better. Okay, so at point guard, we're gonna need to basically make sure that we get an affordable backup point guard. So, where is he? DeLon Wright on a 2-year deal, team option on that second year. Ian will also go get us. Let's see. Also go get us a Fournier at 2. We're gonna be. Oh. No, I want that Fournier deal. Is he still there? Okay. Because I'm gonna move. Let's see. Gary. Actually, one of them is going to become the small forward for this team. I'm going to go get Fournier, though. That is the move. And the move is getting Evan Fournier on a 2-year deal. Oh, Jesus. All right, we need to free up cap once again. So how do we anticipate to do it this time? It's Dougie McBuckets getting flipped with a second-round pick for something. Show me something. Okay. Okay, we're going to take Duncan Robinson from the Nuggets. All right. This was not plan A. We're going to take Duncan Robinson from the Nuggets. He is a 77 shooting guard. He goes up to a 79 as a small forward. He's going to shoot the 3-ball for us. I just need to go in and fix his positions. What am I doing? Oh, I'm fixing his positions. And I'm getting my phone charger. That's what that big bang was. But my phone is now not going to die on me, so let me, let's see. I got some other stuff to do here really quickly. All right. So Duncan Robinson is the. So how are we looking here? So it's Duncan Robinson and Jalen Johnson, assuming that Jalen Johnson is going to be able to take that next step. Gary Trent and Bryn Forbes with Jalen Green is cool. The team's okay. We're okay. We're probably about a depth signing away from where I would like to be, but I don't think the signing that we need to make is no longer. I'm not saying anything correctly. The signing that we need to make is not Evan Fournier anymore. It's just somebody to come in, play a little, some power forward minutes for us from time to time. Jakar Sampson on a 2-year deal with the team option on the next year. I'm cool with it. We'll renounce the rights to Dean Wade. And then this will be the squad going into next season as soon as I see Jakar Sampson come up. We're signing Jakar Sampson. We're going to player progression. I don't know if we had any qualifying offers extended. But it can be addressed if we do. But yeah, we don't. So Capella, Jalen Green, Gary Trent, Jayshawn Tate, Jalen Suggs, Blake Griffin, Marquise Chris, Duncan Robinson, DeLon Wright, Jalen Johnson, Bryn Forbes, Mark Williams, KZ Okpala, Jakar Sampson, Sharif Cooper is the team this year. We're a little bit worse, I think. Um, but I think we're going to be okay still. I need to get a 2023 draft class now, I believe. We're going to stick with the same guy, so I know there's minimal overlap. So that's good. Yeah, why not? Let's generate some storylines. All right, training camps now. So we have a couple of these. Low post defense is for Jayshawn Tate to try to help him out there, and then we're going to try to get the most out of Duncan Robinson as a shooter on this team because we need that, and we're ready to advance to the next season. All right. I'm going to start picking up the pace a little bit with these because I know I'm taking a little while, but I'm trying to do everything to the best of my capabilities. So, DeLon Wright was already hurt, doesn't matter. We start off the season very hot, then we go very cold. Then DeLon Wright gets hurt again. Now he's healthy. I swear to God, I thought that was going to be, DeLon Wright. Jalen Johnson needs to play. I know Blake Griffin just went out, but Jalen Johnson is a huge stepping stone for this team. I have no problem with Duncan Robinson starting because I know he's going to knock down some shots for us. And that's pretty much all we can ask. If this year we don't make the playoffs, that's pretty much a failure, in my opinion. So, who has an injury that can't play right now? Oh, Mr. DeLon Wright, of course. We're gonna give those minutes to Sharif Cooper. It definitely makes us take a step back as a team, but for a brief little while, I will let Sharif Cooper get some tread to ensure that he's a better player for us down the line because of it. And I think my 2K is frozen. Nope, it's back. All right, here we go. At least up to this Knicks game with Sharif Cooper getting some minutes, I have pretty much no issue with. DeLon Wright's back. I will let Sharif Cooper pretty much play up until this right here, and this is where I'm going to stop it. I'm going to go in because I want the best lineup out there again. So it's Suggs, Green, Trent, Tate, Capella, Chris, Robinson, Wright. Forbes is actually going to play a little bit for us now. Blake Griffin's still out. Sharif Cooper we shot 50% from 3 in his time out there. Mark Williams has yet to play for us, but he probably should, just because I'm probably going to look to trade Marquise Chris at the deadline, regardless of if we're winning or not winning, because I have no real intentions of re-signing Marquise Chris. He's kind of going to phase out of this team, I believe. So, yeah, that's that. Um, all right. Okay. Zeke Minaj for Jalen Suggs. No, I value Jalen Suggs, to be quite honest with you. Buddy Hield in a second round for Marquise. No, that doesn't really help us. I want to trade Marquise Chris for basically a position of a need. And right now, it's probably power forward, although converting Marquise Chris to a power forward may just be the smartest thing to do. It is. So let's not trade Marquise Chris. For now, anyway. This will help. This will kind of help the rotations out a little bit. So Marquise Chris becomes your starting power forward. It's going to open up minutes for Jalen Johnson, which I really like. Mark Williams has been a little bit underwhelming on the boards, but has done a nice job finishing around around the rim and whatnot. KZ Okpala is probably ready to be traded, I think, at this point. I have carried the KZ Okpala hype as far as I can. I cannot trade him until February 5th. He'll be off the team at the conclusion of this Sacramento Kings game. We are good. We are very good this year. So they're making me eat my words. If we could get any sort of, what do we have this year? We have the Wizards pick and the Blazers pick. We have our pick the following year. We have no second round picks this year. But I've accrued a lot of future picks down the line. This Lakers pick has the potential to be valuable, so I do not want to move it. But I will move our pick in 2026 graciously alongside KZ Okpala for the opportunity to get this gentleman right here. This is a good move. Marcus Smart is not a great 2K player. I'm aware of his limitations, but he deepens your rotation immediately. Yeah, pretty much right away. He makes this team better defensively. Mark Williams still needs to play a smidge. Again, I don't really need 30 minutes a night out of Marquise Chris. I would rather give them to Mark Williams, who I'm fairly certain is going to be on the roster next year. That's pretty much all we're going to do for trades, I believe. So I'm cool just rolling right through all the deadlines and stuff now. We're third in the West. This is where we're going to start to take that next leap, I believe. I'm cool. I want, what's his face on this team? Gary Trent. For now, he's cool. Luke Kennard and Jonah Bolden for Gary Trent, and nope, we're good. We're good with the contract extension deadline. We may make a move, actually. I'm going to eat my words here for a second. I think we're going to trade Blake Griffin if he's healthy. He's not. He's still out 8 to 10 weeks. Jesus. Yeah, Bryn Forbes is a solid rotation player for us, and I don't really want to move on from him. There's really no need to make a move, to be quite honest with you. I like the team that we have. The only thing that I think that we may do is like release Jakar Sampson, because there's probably a better free agent out there, like a Rocco for 2 years. Here we go. That's a better move for us. Rocco is not even cracking the rotation on this team. We have plenty of power forward minutes. But what we could do is give these minutes to Robert Covington, and then we're going to make him a small forward. Where are you, Robert Covington? Robert Covington's on what, a 1-year deal? A 2-year deal? A dirt cheap money as a small forward. Whatever. Don't care. Let him play. He's going to make our defense better. We're starting to build something here. I'm cool with Robert Covington being an accessory piece to it. as we kind of just push up through these playoffs. I don't think we're going to make another trade. But this happens. Clint Capella snaps his leg in half. He's out quite some time now. So we got some decisions to make here, because we're gonna. This is gonna sound terrible. We're gonna limp into the playoffs for pretty much a lack of better terms. Jalen Green is playing 37 minutes a night. Holy crap. I don't know. This is gonna hurt us for now, but I guess it's really good we kept Marquise Chris now. I just want to see if we have anybody on the All-Star team. Amani Bates made it as a rookie. We don't have a starter. James Wiseman was our All-Star starter this year. Yeah, no, nobody from Vegas, which is fine. Any snubs? I care about the snubs. Amani was a rookie. Let's let Anthony Edwards get in there. Also, respectfully to Nikola Vucevic, I want Zion to get in there. And anybody else that we can kick out. Steph Curry's on the Wizards now. James Wiseman doesn't need to be an All-Star. Holy shit, yeah. Amani Bates needs to be an All-Star. Yeah, no question. Sorry, James Wiseman. No, we're good at the trade deadline. We're going to hang pat. We're just going to hang tight with that. All right. And now, we're good. Just let's simulate the rest of the regular season. I'll fix the rotations when people start to get healthy. We're obviously probably going to drop in the playoff picture a little bit. Gary Trent Jr. has a fractured leg. Things are suboptimal right now, I would say. But I just need DeLon Wright to give us some point guard minutes right now. All right. Yeah, Blake Griffin's not going to be here much longer. He's actually not even cracking their rotation at the moment. We'll give him some minutes, though. We just need to get healthy. I'm hoping we can do that before. This is not helping. We are actually getting worse. We're getting more unhealthy. So what I'm going to do is expand this bench depth out to 11. Let's try to avoid fatigue and such. So bench depth is at 11. Let's rebuild the rotation so that the bench depth meets the 11 criteria. Our team is vastly hurt. And let's try to just trudge through this. I mean, we have three of our 5 best players are hurt. Yeah, this is a fucking mess. We're going to sit Blake for a little bit, let Sharif Cooper play a smidge. Yes, we have Clint Capella back now. We have Robert Covington back now. I don't want anybody to be rushed back too quickly and get hurt again. It looks like we're going to be kind of... all right, now I have to do it. All right. Yeah, let's just let Duncan Robinson just fucking shoot the crap out of the ball for, I don't know, a long time. And let's let Jalen Suggs continue to progress as a professional. We have actually clinched the playoff berth, which is cool. Right now we're slated to play the Mavericks as a guarantee. Let's just keep simulating. Jalen Johnson is healthy, just in time for the playoffs. Awesome. I love it. We're going to have to change that rotation to shore it up for the playoffs so that our best players are on the court. Which is fine by me for now. It's not what I would call ideal, but 2K is frozen, so give me a second. We'll get to the bottom of this. Joel Embiid was MVP. This stooge that we almost took. And we are playing Phoenix in the first round. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. We dropped game 1. That's probably my fault, though, because we're cutting the bench depth to like 8 to keep our best guys on the floor. Honestly, it's probably Jae'Sean Tate falling out of favor here for me for Duncan Robinson to get those quality shot opportunities. And since we made those moves, we swept Phoenix. So we made it to the second round. The Pelicans were the 1 seed in the West this year. Their lineup is Kira Lewis, Terry Rozier, Ingram Zion, and Jackson Hayes. They have Duran, Hami, Nikhil, Steven. This team is terrifying. Clint Capella getting hurt right now is not optimal. We're going to drop game. Let's simulate with some cast. All right, let's try to. I'm going to jump in right here. We'll see if we can save our season. Down 8 to the Pelicans. All right, so we have Green at the line here. What I want to do is turn off this audio. So that way it's just not deafening to anybody. All right, so, oh, Jesus. I don't know what kind of free throw shot that is, but it goes in. We're down by 7. Jalen Green's got 25. Marcus Smart is guarding the ball. Yeah, I guess we probably should have defense out there right now, huh? Right? How do we make this work? All right. For starters, we get Marquise Chris out of the game because he's gonna die. Then we're probably going Jalen Johnson at the 4. This team is a mess. How small can we go? This is the lineup. The Marquise Chris and Jae'Sean Tate are gonna die. I'll take my chances with Blake on Jackson Hayes, I guess, just in retrospect. But we're getting beat by Jalen Duran, who I believe is a rookie. Just absolutely torching our stuff. And then maybe I shouldn't have trusted Blake on Jackson Hayes because Jackson Hayes was left wide open in the paint. So Suggs is going to have to bring the ball up now. We're going to have to push the tempo here a little bit. Suggs for 3 won't go. That would have been a big one for us. Still about 2 minutes left to play, but we're playing with house money at this point. Good defense there by Gary Trent. Zion is quick to see that I'm trying to get the ball to my white three-point shooter. Good defense by Jalen Green. Then we leave Terry Rozier open for a bunny. That doesn't go. We still are not out of it, but we have to push the tempo. Duncan, hopefully that's a 3. Okay, it is. We're down by 6. We're going to have to get a stop here. That is not a stop, as Kira Lewis has a nice little two-hand jam there. We're going to have to get this ball to probably... Jalen Green's open. And a false. Down by 5. We're not dead yet. We need to overcome this 3-1 deficit to the Pelicans. Second round playoffs in year 3 is for an expansion team. We will take. Blake is going to knock the ball out of play after not being able to secure the rebound. Clint Capella absolutely would have secured said rebound. Yeah, that's pretty much. Oof. Suggs fading, won't go. This one is pretty much going to be over. Especially with the bucket here. Yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. I would say our season is dwindling to a close here. Blake, it doesn't really matter at this point. I'm probably going to simulate to the end of this. I'm going to also take a break from the stream for the rest of the night. I promise to finish this coming up shortly here. As we are 3 seasons in, you can see the progress being made. We'll crown a champion. It is the Miami Heat. And yeah, I will be back on stream tomorrow.